Be me. 31, female, recently divorced, and completely broke. Sitting in my studio apartment, wondering how I went from luxury to poverty. Let me tell you about learning what my lifestyle actually cost when I had to pay for everything, myself for the first time ever. Married my husband James at 24. He was successful software engineer making 6 figures while I worked part time at boutique making barely anything. Quit my job after first year because why work when he could? Provide comfortable lifestyle for both of us. Never looked at bills or budgets. James handled all financial responsibilities completely. I just lived my best life, spending money without thinking about costs. Daily Starbucks runs cost $15. Never considered that was over $400 per month just for coffee and pastries I didn't need. Got my nails done every 2 weeks at expensive salon downtown costing $150 each visit. Never calculated that was almost $2,000 per year for nails. Hair appointments every 6 weeks with color highlights and treatments cost $300 each time I went. That was $2,600 annually just to maintain my blonde highlights. Gym membership at fancy place with spa services cost $200 monthly. Never used half the amenities available, but liked the prestige of belonging. Shopping was my biggest expense without realizing how much I actually spent. Weekly trips to mall resulted in hundreds of dollars on clothes, shoes, handbags, and accessories I rarely wore. Never kept track of credit card statements because James paid everything automatically. Estimated I spent maybe few hundred monthly on shopping, but reality was closer to $1,500 consistently. Grocery shopping at Whole Foods because regular stores were beneath my standards. Spent $300 weekly on organic. Everything in premium brands exclusively always. Never looked at prices or compared costs because money wasn't my concern. Ate out constantly because cooking seemed like waste of time and effort. Lunch dates with friends cost $50 each time we went somewhere. Dinner dates were $100 minimum. For nice restaurants I preferred visiting. Uber rides everywhere because I didn't want to walk or take public transportation that was beneath my lifestyle. $10 to $20 each ride, added up to hundreds monthly for convenience I took completely for granted. Vacations twice yearly to expensive destinations, staying at 5-star resorts, and flying first class whenever we traveled. James paid for everything while I posted Instagram photos of perfect life. Never considered these trips cost thousands. Each time we went somewhere exotic. Spa treatments monthly for facials, massages, and other beauty services cost hundreds. Thought this was normal self-care that every woman deserved regularly, obviously. Subscription services for everything imaginable added up without me noticing the costs. Netflix, Hulu, Spotify, premium gym apps, meal delivery services, and beauty boxes totaled over $200 monthly for things I barely used or needed. Designer clothing and accessories because I deserved to look expensive always. Never bought anything on sale or from discount stores because that was beneath the image I maintained daily. Single purse cost more than most. People's monthly rent, but I needed several for different occasions, obviously. When James filed for divorce, I panicked about financial independence completely. Had no idea how much anything cost because I never paid attention to bills or budgets he managed. Got job at marketing company making $40,000 annually before taxes, which seemed like decent salary until I tried maintaining same lifestyle alone. Rent for nice apartment was $3,000 monthly, which consumed most of my take-home pay immediately. Had to downgrade to studio apartment in bad neighborhood, costing $1,500 monthly just to afford basic housing. Grocery shopping became nightmare when I saw actual prices of organic food. $100 Whole Foods trips became $30 generic brand shopping at discount stores to stretch budget further. Stopped eating out completely because even fast food seemed expensive when paying with my own earned money. Canceled gym membership, spa treatments, and All luxury services I thought were necessary for basic existence as woman. Couldn't afford car payments, insurance, gas, and maintenance on Mercedes James bought. Had to sell it and take. Public transportation everywhere like common person. Reality hit hard when I calculated. My previous lifestyle cost over $8,000 monthly to maintain properly. My salary after taxes was barely $2,500 monthly take-home. Had been living lifestyle that cost triple what I could actually afford, without husband subsidizing my expensive tastes. Credit cards maxed out within months. Trying to maintain fraction of previous spending habits I was accustomed to. Had to move back with parents at 31 because I couldn't afford independent living on my income. They were disappointed that I had. Learned no financial responsibility during marriage. Started working second job at restaurant to afford basic necessities and debt. Payments from overspending during divorce transition. Realized I had contributed nothing to marriage except spending James's hard-earned money on frivolous things I didn't need but wanted for social status. Began understanding why he divorced me when I brought no value to relationship except being expensive burden. He worked 60-hour weeks while I spent his money shopping with friends and posting lifestyle content online. Friends who had similar lifestyles started avoiding me because I couldn't afford to participate in expensive activities anymore. Learned they were never real friends, just shopping and spending companions who disappeared when money ran out completely. Started budgeting for first time in my life and discovered how much basic living actually costs monthly. Rent, utilities, food, transportation, and necessities. Consumed entire paycheck leaving nothing for entertainment, shopping, or luxury items. Learned to cook basic meals instead of ordering takeout every night. Discovered generic brands worked just fine compared to premium products I insisted on buying when someone else paid. Stopped getting nails done professionally and learned to paint them myself at home to save $150 monthly. Cut my own hair and used drugstore products instead of salon treatments. That cost hundreds I couldn't justify. Realized how much money I had wasted on things that didn't matter when I had access to someone else's credit card without restrictions. Started understanding why James worked so hard and stressed about money constantly, while I complained about being bored and needing more entertainment and shopping, sitting here in tiny apartment eating ramen noodles and realizing I had lived completely unsustainable lifestyle funded by someone else's labor and sacrifice. Learned too late that money doesn't grow on trees and lifestyle costs add up quickly when you're paying the bills yourself instead of someone else handling adult responsibilities completely. Wish I had appreciated what James provided instead of taking his financial support for granted like it was automatic right I deserved without contribution. Now I understand why he left me for someone who appreciates his hard work instead of treating him like personal ATM machine for lifestyle. My expensive tastes and entitled attitude about money destroyed my marriage when I could have learned to budget and contribute instead of just consuming everything he worked hard to provide. Learned that lifestyle I thought was normal actually required significant income that I never had or earned myself. Reality check about actual costs has been humbling experience that taught me financial responsibility I should have learned years ago before destroying my marriage.